We begin with highlights of 1A. Booker T at home on a Monday night hosting the top team in the region, Freedom Prep. Second quarter, Eagles got things going on this touchdown run by Quincy Briggs, and they continued. Jordan Martin throwing 2 touchdown passes. This is the first. Eagles led 14-0, but give Booker T credit. They did bounce back. They did it literally. Watch this play from Mikael Garrett. Look out. Garrett going face mask first right into the goalpost. Thankfully, he was okay. BTW trailed 14-7 at the break. Third quarter, Freedom Prep made it 22. Fantastic throwing catch from Martin to Briggs. Take another look at this one. Prime time dime only where Briggs could grab it. Eagles running away with this one. That's the good news. The bad news dropped the day after the game. Freedom Prep forced to forfeit their wins this season for using an ineligible player. That means they won't make the postseason after going undefeated through the first 8 games. Extremely tough blow for the Eagles. So with Freedom Prep done and no postseason chance, Middle College and East had their chance to step up and take control of the region. They squared off on a win tonight. First place up for grabs, and both teams perhaps a bit anxious at the start. Neither team could hold on to the football, each offense turning it over in the first few possessions of the game. But Middle College will settle down and eventually play their game, imposing their will on the Mustangs. Running the rock is what they do. They did it at a high level. Kevion Ransford had a huge first half, scoring the first touchdown for the Bulldogs. He finished with 111 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 touchdown catch. Fellow running back Antonius Moore chipped in with a productive night as well, as Middle College ran off 30 quick points by the second quarter, and they rolled to an easy 60-12 win. The victory moved the Bulldogs to first place in the region. Their only loss came from the hands of Freedom Prep, and of course, that's now erased. Middle College went on to win another big 1A game this past Thursday against Mace. Let's move to Crump Stadium now. 2 teams looking to pick up their first win. Manassas taking on Hamilton. Tigers on top of the break. Third quarter, they were off and running for more. Darion Banks on the punt return, 79 yards to the house. Manassas took a 36-18 lead. Same quarter, this kid had a monster game on defense. Ahmad Benny, 3 interceptions, including a pick 6, and it was a tussle, but Manassas was able to wrestle away their first win. 36-34 the final. Now, let's move to our game of the week. Our Reeves Law Firm game of the week took us to Munford, an important 5A region game. Home team Cougars taking on Kirby. First quarter, the Visuals on the board first. Bad snap, and look out. Tyler Shaw comes sliding through. Touchdown on the recovery. PAT no good. 6-0 Kirby. Second quarter, Munford strikes back. Jackson O'Neal saying don't sleep on the quarterback keep. Nothing but green grass in front, and O'Neal is gone. 45 yards on the scamper. Munford led 7-6 later in the quarter. The defense coming up big, ball loose, and Munford on top. Kelton Mason, the recovery that led to a field goal. Munford up 10-6 at the half. Third quarter we go. The Kirby defense forced a fumble, and the offense took advantage. Draylen Ellis throws a great deep ball, and he dropped a prime time dime right in the lap of LaDarian Carpenter. 13-10 Kirby, but this one a long way to go. Later in the third, Munford, the earlier mistake on the punt. This time it's no mistake, it's a fake, and it turns into a big time play. Savage to White, a young fella breaking all kind of tackles. He won't be stopped till he gets to the end zone. 69 yards, 17-13 Munford. On the ensuing kick, more special teams magic from Munford. More bad news for Kirby. Ball gets right through the wickets. Munford there to pounce. That led to another field goal, 2013 home team. Fourth quarter, still a battle. A big pass play from Ellis to Carpenter set up Kirby deep in Munford territory, and they go in their bag of tricks. Draylen Ellis on the receive again of this touchdown. We're all tied at 20. This one going to overtime. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but on Kirby's second possession, a costly mistake, the fumble, their third big giveaway of the game, and that set up the game winner from Munford's Jesse Savage. Good, and the Cougars win another region game in extra time. 30-27, the final. That game-winning kick of that Munford victory helped Jesse Savage become Week 8's prime-time performer. When Munford recovered this fumble with the game tied in double overtime against Kirby, kicker Jesse Savage knew his time could be coming, and his head coach Nick Marker was confident if it came down to a game-winning kick.
I kind of hollered out at him as he was jogging on the field, just take a deep breath and, and just do his thing. And we had a good snap, we had a good hold, and our guys blocked long enough for him, and he put it right down the pipe, and, all the rest of it's history.
I'm pretty confident. practice it all the time. In practice, just got to do what I have to do.
What Jesse did was go a perfect 3 for 3 on field goals, including that game winner. He didn't miss an extra point, and even when he slipped on this attempted pooch kick, he still was perfect. And what's even more unique about Jesse's primetime performance is what he did with his arm. 2 fake punts, 2 complete passes, one for a first down in the first half, the other for a huge go-ahead touchdown in the third quarter.
Those were major. We had to get a first down on that. Avik went out there, throwing the ball, and he did what he had to do.
He's just kind of like a utility guy, can do anything that we ask him to do. He's a great teammate, so we can throw him out there at running back if we needed to. He wouldn't complain about it, and he tried his hardest to get the job done for us. So, we appreciate everything he does to contribute to our team on every aspect of the game, and he just kind of sets a good example for the rest of the guys.
And as for being the first kicker to win Primetime Performer of the Week,
hey, kickers are people too.
Indeed, they are. Congratulations to Jesse Savage, the Memphis Sports Zone's Primetime Performer of the Week. Speaking of big moments, let's switch gears to celebrate the ladies. Briarcrest and St. George's bringing home volleyball state titles this past week. A Sports Zone shout out to both squads on the job well done. On the soccer pitch, Briarcrest, Houston, and St. George's all punching their tickets to the state tournament. Good luck to the ladies as they try to bring home more state titles to the Bluff City. Back to high school football now, and this past Friday's Fan Vote Game of the Week. Our Reeves Law Firm High School Football Game of the Week took us to Crump Stadium. Trezevant and Douglas hooking up in a 2A affair. Both teams locking up in the rain. Eric Davis brought his game for the rain, shook off a nasty face mask in the backfield, got a first down and more. Same drive, Damian Mitchell has one bit of advice. Don't sleep on this quarterback. Keep Mitchell into the end zone from a few yards out. Douglas took a quick 6-0 lead on the ensuing drive for Trezevant. Their offense going the wrong way. Douglas saying, you might not know it, but you better not throw it. Give me that. Kicked off, and moments later, this young man will be the lucky winner of the pick six. Douglas with a quick 14-0 lead. Trezevant would eventually answer back. They found themselves in scoring position after some Douglas penalties. Then they found a man wide open in the back of the end zone. Trezevant on the board, trailing 14-6. But in the end, too much Douglas. Eric Davis finds his way to the end zone, and Douglas wins our Reeves Law Firm High School Football Game of the Week. 38-12, the final.